Hello, my friends. My name is Louis Gossett, Jr. I'm here to talk to you about change, about the necessity for it and the time for it. I'm old enough to know when this has happened before in other levels. Like, remember there was a time for a change, and all of a sudden we got the man by the name of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. And he was overwhelmingly won the election because everybody realized there was time for change. A lot of young people voted at the time. Then we had Dr. Martin Luther King, who made it be known that racism and injustice was over. And he spoke with God's words. And the thing about those two men, they're gone, but their message carries on. Now today, I believe that there is a very strong, invisible spiritual force that's happening, not only in this country and in this world. People who have never thought that they would vote for a man of the color of Barack Obama are voting. They may not know why, but it's a very spiritual, strong force. The only reason why he won primaries in Utah and Iowa and all through the belly of America, who are used to business as usual. And the reason for that is I think that God is in charge. I think that Barack Obama is the next president of the United States because he fits like a glove. Not just a physical glove, but a spiritual glove. We do need a change of thinking. We need to get rid of our negativities. And he doesn't represent anything but all our positives. The experience that we talk about that he seems to be lacking, well, people who have got global experience have been running things up till now, and you see where we are. So perhaps there's a comprehensive change necessary in all agendas. That's music, that's the arts, of course, and that's politics, education, and we need to pay attention so that the next generation who copies us very carefully can get a lead on what message. And that message is that it's time for homogeneous people, for racism to disappear, for injustice to be small, and for our understanding and our coexistence to be strong. Our planet is dying. We need to cooperate on saving the planet. And that one act of everybody cooperating to save the planet makes us forced to drop all the other agendas to do it. Otherwise, we're all like a 747 airplane at 30,000 feet, and it's plummeting to the ground, and people inside the plane are fighting over who's going to be in first class. Doesn't seem to make sense. So, it's time for an involuntary or voluntary spiritual change. How do you start that? By being responsible and registering to vote. If you don't register to vote and you don't vote, then you can't complain. So it's time for any of you people who have never voted in a long time because you didn't think you had a choice. All those people who thought it was never a chance for a man of the color of Barack Obama, who happens to be black and white, by the way. He fits so much like a glove to give him and his constituents a chance to do all of the things I spoke about. So our children have him to copy. But none of that can happen if you don't register to vote. So if you can't vote and you don't register, you can't complain. So it's time for us to break the voters' registration record and have over 70 to 80% of us be responsible and vote. And there's music out there that will tell you what to do. There's movies out there to tell you what to do. And there are people out there. So it's up to you. I know what I'm going to do. Copy me if you want to. Let's register, let's vote, and let's listen to some good music. Now it's time, because of the Obama thing, it's time for what I call a cultural fusion, and especially in the industry that I'm in, the entertainment industry. There's a group called UMAD that really symbolizes what I'm talking about. It's the cultural fusion of all the cultures in one music, in one fashion. It's fusion. America's got to fuse all of its cultures to finally get the image of what one nation under God indivisible really means. And this is the music of UMAD. Listen.
Take 3, quiet on the set.
Now let me talk to you a little bit about what racism means personally to me. You see these 4 hands, there's 4 symbolic colors, all holding hands like this. I got this idea, of course, from sports, from basketball. Everybody puts their hands together and go 1, 2, 3, win, or whatever it is. This, the San Antonio Spurs are perfect. I keep talking about them. I don't root for them, but they got somebody from every different country, and they won the championship. It was perfect. They fit like a glove. This is the Racism Foundation. And, you know, we got problems with man's inhumanity to man, and the haves and the have-nots, and the left and the rights, and people who think that they're more powerful than the other, and people have got their little stations in life to think they got it, nobody else does. But I have a feeling that we can't do without one another. We need to be like that team in America. And then finally, maybe we'll get an American culture that we'd be proud of. I say to people sometimes, I say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the nation, to the republic in which it stands, one nation under God, with liberty and justice. For who? And then all of a sudden, you say, for all. And then you start thinking about, well, maybe that's not what my life has been about. But I think if we're going to get there, get to that place where America should be, this might be what it looks like. So we have to teach our children this so it continues in that direction. That's all God asks. Let's just go in that direction. And UMAD does it, I do it, and I know you do too. So let's think that way on a daily basis. Hi, I'm Louis Gossett Jr., and I'm just here to tell you it is my privilege to have the opportunity to talk about UMAD and its music of these two beautiful young people, as a tribute to the progress that is made through Barack Obama being the next president, the fact that he is seriously being considered to be our leader, not just in this country, in the world, and he represents this beautiful movement in the direction of the light. And UMAD's music represents that, and beyond Barack Obama, to the future for our children to continue the message. So there you go. There's our cultural future. UMAD, the president, the new millennium, time for a change, time for an improvement of mankind, all of it. More to come.